Hey everyone, my name is Ritvik Tuteja, and today we're going to talk about the certain things you must do in your life to achieve success in whatever situation you are in. Whether you're going through the best time of your life or you're going through the worst time of your life, today we're going to talk about a few learnings that you must always imply and implement to achieve success in the long run. So, the first learning of the day, the first learning of the day today is always do what you want. Go behind what you truly desire and let others do what they want. The gist is live and let live. That you must do. Live and let live. All right? If you want something so bad that you're ready to do something for it to such an extent, please do it. Chase your dreams, chase your goals, do what you believe in. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Chase your goals. Do what you believe in. You know why? Because those people who do what they believe in, and when they believe in themselves while they are achieving it, they end up succeeding better than the others who don't. You must always do what you want and also allow the others to do what they want because that shouldn't matter to you. Now, I'll give you an example to explain this particular learning. So, if you have a plan to go on a getaway and the weekend is around the corner, you're a married person, remember that. You have a spouse and you have kids. Your spouse and your kids are unwilling to follow you on your getaway. So, what do? You know that this getaway is the most important thing to you at this point of time. You need the getaway to get to feel better, to feel nice, to revive yourself, whatever it is. You need this getaway. So, what do? Do you skip this getaway because your environment doesn't support you, because your surrounding doesn't support you, or you take it and go ahead? Well, it's your getaway. You gotta live it. Why? Because you want it. So you need to go ahead and do it. So when you want to do something, irrespective of you who is with you and who is not with you, you got to go ahead and do it. Because when you achieve what you want, when you achieve what you want and when you make the efforts to achieve what you want, there is no feeling better than that. And that is the first learning of today. Do what you want and allow the others to do what they want. Live and let live. All right? A win win situation, always it should be. Okay? The second learning of the day is take responsibility in your life for whatever you do. Okay? Now, you need to take responsibility for whatever you do. Whether you go through the best of times, whether you go through the worst of times, whether the outcome of your actions is positive, whether the outcomes of your actions is disastrous, you got to take responsibility. Because people who assume responsibility for their business, for their actions, are the ones who are able to reflect success and positivity the most. I'll give another example to you in this case. In the early 1900s, there was a famine that took place in the United States of America. Every day, the newborns were dying. There were newborns born every day and they were dying the moment they were born. This went on for days, for weeks, for months, for years. This went on. And after a few years, the doctors were told that if they wash their hands and sterilize their equipment before the surgery, children would be saved. Children would be fine. There would be no problem, no deaths, nothing. The doctors did not assume responsibility here. They overlooked this assumption. They did not take the responsibility. They went ahead doing what they were doing, and children continued to die. Every day, all the newborns were dying. It was a sad situation for the country. Until one day, the doctors realized, okay, let's wash our hands, let's sterilize our equipment. And from that day on, trust me, believe me, from that day on, it all became fine. No child died again. Everything was okay. You know why? Because the doctors assumed responsibility. They took responsibility for the past and for their current actions. And that is how they achieved normalcy and success in the long run. So well, you need to achieve something. You got to take responsibility. You got to take responsibility for whatever actions you do. Remember, the most responsible people in the world are the most successful people in the long run. So that's the second learning of the day. Take responsibility for what you do in your entire life. All right. The third thing, that's the third learning of the day, lesson number three, and that is be caring and considerate towards people. Well, whatever you do in this world, you got to be considerate, you got to be caring for the people around you because your actions always affect your surroundings, the people, and everything that comprises it. So, well, you got to be considerate and you got to be caring for whatever you do in your life. I'll give you an example. The Navy SEALs is the army of the United States of America. It's the best army in the world to be a part of. Thousands of people go as applicants into the Navy SEALs, and the same thousand people get rejected. They say, we go to the gym every day, we've got the best bodies, we've got the best educational qualifications, we've got the most magnetic personalities, still we get rejected in the Navy SEALs. And why is that? And well, the answer is very simple. Because in practicality, you're not empathetic. You don't care, you're not considerate. In practicality, you don't care about who's left and who's right to you. Your aim is to serve the nation, is to do for the people of your country without caring of the people you're doing it with. Then where are you going to achieve success from? So remember, we live in a society that is governed by people. We live in a society which comprises of people. We live in a society where people take the decisions. We are people. We got to do for the people, we got to do it with the people. So remember, if you want to change the world, you got to be a part of this world. You can't change the world by being out of the world. That doesn't happen. You can be called, hey, you're out of the world. Someone saying that to you, fine. That's just an exaggeration. But you got to be a part of this world to change this world. And that's how you change lives and that's how you make a difference. And that's the third learning of the day. Lesson number three, that is take responsibility for what you do. All right. Lesson number four, and that is always be the last person to speak in any meeting that you go for. It's very easy to say it, easier said than done. Be the last person to speak in any meeting you go to. You know why? Because all the CEOs of today, they enter their boardroom, their team is sitting, they say, hey guys, we've got this problem. This is the solution. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And well, you already made a solution, you already made a point. So what am I supposed to say that I don't agree with you? No, you'll have to agree. And that is actually something leading to failure. What successful people do is they enter the boardroom, they take their seat, and they let everybody speak. They let everyone express their opinions. They let A, B, C, D, E, F, G, everybody say what they have to say. And then they stand up and then they say, all right, so after listening to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I would like to ask you all that why do you think so? Why do you think so? You take everybody's opinions, you take everybody's why. You ask everyone why do they think so? And after you ask them, then you say that because XYZ thinks this way and I think this way, and everyone thinks this way is the right way to go for it, I believe this is the right solution. You know what you're doing in this particular case? You're giving everybody importance, you're making everybody feel important in your team, and you're actually reflecting a reliable leader. When you reflect yourself as a reliable leader and you let everybody know that they are important, their opinions are important, their suggestions are important, that is when you will be respected in the long run of life. And that's exactly what my fourth point is, and how it leads to it. Be the last person to speak in any meeting. All the successful people practice this, right from Steve Jobs during his time, Bill Gates right now, Warren Buffett right now. All these people speak last. And they're effective leaders. Why? Because they speak last. They let their team speak first, they speak last, they make the call, and they change the world. That's how you make a difference, yet again. And the last learning of the day, that's learning number 5, is be humble. Please be humble in whatever you do. Because trust me, there will be a point of time in your life where you get all the opportunities, all the respect, all the fame. And when that hits you, that will be that particular fame, popularity, whatever it is. It's all because of the position you will hold in the society. Position buys you power. Power buys you respect. And when you get all the respect in the world, be humble for it, be grateful for it, be happy about it. Why? because it doesn't come every day. The presidents and prime ministers of the country, they get all the respect in the world. They are the highest respected people of any particular country that they are ruling in. And once they're out of office, do we even remember them? We don't. We remember the new prime minister, the new president, the current one. We don't remember the previous prime minister and the previous president every single day. We think of the people who are ruling our country today, who are in charge of our country today, who have taken responsibility for our countries today. We think about those people, the leaders of today. We don't think of the leaders of yesterday. Why? Because the leaders of today hold the position. The leaders of today hold the position, and the position buys them all the respect that we are giving them. The position is what gives them all the respect that we have for them. And the day you lose your position is the day you will lose all the respect people have for you. So remember, be humble for all the good times you have in your life. There will be people who will open the door for you, who will say, "Sir, please come in. Ma'am, please come in. Ma'am, please have a seat. Sir, please have a seat." There'll be people who will be like, "Sir, do you want coffee? Do you want tea? Do you want drinks?" You didn't even ask for it, but they will still offer it to you. You know why? Because they respect you. And they respect you because of the position you hold in the society for them. The day your position matters nothing, your position means nothing, that is the day you will become a commoner. You are a commoner anyways. You're a commoner with a higher position. You will become a commoner with a commoner's position the day your position of respect is taken away from you. So remember, be grateful, and that is the fifth and the most important learning of the day. So, well, I've spoken of 5 different learnings of the day today. As I say, 5 different learnings and 5 tips of my finger. I hope that you take it on to your 5 tips of the fingers too, and you implement it for the rest of your life. Because remember, if you follow these 5 rules in the best or the worst times of your life, you are bound to succeed no matter what. So I'll see you next time. Until then, take care, enjoy yourselves, inspire lives, change lives, and well, be happy in whatever you do. Goodbye and take care.